I guess we're on. I'm gonna wait a bit just to see that the thing works. I have to do this weird thing with the resolutions, so I'm not very sure whether it's working or not right now. So I'm just gonna wait for the stream to catch up with what I'm saying right now, and start then. Normally you're supposed to be seeing the comments on the right and the game in the middle-ish. Something like that. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. Sorry. Not sure what's happening. Ta-dam, ta-da-dam. I'm watching myself, filming myself, waiting for myself. Wow, and it looks like it's working. Hooray! Welcome to Super Hexagon. Random stream of a random game. This is a game made by Terry Kavanagh, the guy who made VVVVV, and I randomly felt like playing this, so let's go. We'll see what the game is about as it goes on. This game has 6 difficulty settings. The first difficulty setting is hard, then there's harder, then there's hardest, and then there's 3 locked things. So the modes are called Hexagon, Hexagoner, and hexagonist, which is something, to say the least. The way the game works, I'm this little triangle thing, which it's very small, as you can see, and I can move left and right around the central hexagon, and the aim is to dodge all the lines which are here. So if you've never seen this game before, your brain is probably exploding right now, because that's the game, really. And this is the easiest mode, which is called hard mode. So I'm just moving around and dodging the lines, and that's it. There's 6 difficulty settings, and thought I was dead, but no, path opened up. This is the first one, and there's some pretty heavy. Not sure what genre of music this is. Techno-ish. Whoa, almost died. And the aim is to survive 60 seconds. When you've survived 60 seconds, you've pretty much beat the stage, and you move on to the hyper version, which is now pretty much. And since this is a demo, I'm gonna let myself die here. Wonderful. Wonderful. It says wonderful when I beat the mode, not game. So that was Hexagon. Yeah, your brain has probably exploded. That's alright. Second stage is Hexagoner. So, as you might have noticed, there's this thing in the top left which is kind of tracking up. Whoops, I'm grazed by the thing. I got line because I got between 10 and 20 seconds. Like, you increase in your rank from point, line, triangle. I died again. Triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon. Hexagon is at 60 seconds. And seems I've forgotten how to do this pattern, obviously. But that's okay. We'll do it in time. And the hardest part for newcomers is just to understand that I'm this very tiny triangle. And you've got to follow that. The patterns, there's basically every stage has a certain number of fixed patterns which occur randomly. So there's a decent bit of learning, and so the thing I sort of figured out myself when I started playing this is that this game must be some kind of program to train superhuman with insanely fast reflexes. It didn't end up being this because I was able to beat it, given some time. It took me about a whole week to beat every mode of the game. And I was really entranced. Well, entranced not really what I mean to say, but hey, I beat the level. What I mean to say is that I was really in the thing, and I beat harder mode. So that was Hexagon. So Hexagonist is the last of the modes which are already open. We're gonna go with we're gonna go with that. Hexagonist, and another new song. There's basically 3 songs in this game. So Hexagonist is much harder than the 2 previous ones. It's actually harder than the things we're going to do after that. So yeah, it's a thing. And the thing also is that your small triangle moves faster and faster, and wow, your brain must have exploded right here. I'm pretty sure about that. Basically in Hexagonist, it spins around incredibly fast. Just wow. Just wow. Whoop. And still, I've got enough experience to do it. And it's not too hard for me. But wow, the thing spins and spins and spins. And there's a whole spin around thing. Pentagon. And music. What? Oh, I died at 56 seconds. How sad. I'm gonna have to do this all over again. I like the music for this stage in particular. Hexagonist music's probably the best out of the three. It's not my cup of tea. We'll say it like that. It's not the kind of music I'd really like, but it's alright. It pumps you up. This one really pumps you up for the game. I got confused by the spinning around. Boom. We're gonna do it. Try and watch this without dying, please. So, like public service announcement, this is really difficult. The first time I beat this stage, basically like I played it for 3 hours straight or something like that, and I actually ended up around midnight or something. Damn it. Like literally at 9 PM I set myself in front of a computer. It was actually in the like public computer room too, in my school, and I played the game for 3 hours straight, with music, without music sometimes, because it does get frustrating after a while. And at the end I beat it and I was so happy. Video games make you happy, which is why they're a good thing for humans. Damn it, went too fast. Which is why they're a good thing for humankind. And I'm starting to fail a little bit too much for this to be considered good, but hey, we'll do our best, and we're gonna beat this. You do lose skill without playing this game, but the skills acquired when you learn the things really shouldn't go away too fast, which I think I've proved by going at 54 seconds or something like that. The thing is, sometimes we want to go on the right, sometimes we want to go to the left, and it's not always easy to figure out. Ah, damn it. Damn it, we're gonna do it eventually. Gonna do it eventually. Whee. Ah, that was stupid. The music kind of resets every time you die, but it's like it goes at a random point somewhere in the song, and not anywhere in the song. There's some parts which you can basically only listen to if you go past 30 seconds. So I think this is pretty well done. It encourages you to play well, to discover new parts of the music. 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I don't really need to count that. I'm at square. Square is halfway through. Remember that. It's good to know. Yeah. Yep. Almost there. Yeah, square is 30 seconds and pentagon is probably 45 then. I beat my record. No! 59.55. This happens a lot in this game somehow. Probably doesn't happen a lot, but it just, you remember these kinds of things way more than the normal deaths. What does happen is when you overshoot ever so slightly. It's a thing. It's hard not to overshoot just because of the nature of holding the direction and releasing right when you want to, especially when your little triangle guy rotates so fast, as in hexagonist mode. I was looking at the timer, which is really something I should not have done. Oh. You better like this music, otherwise you will go mad. If you're not going mad anyway. I guess this game teaches you like to not be too influenced by what you watch, because most people have their brain explode at first, but hopefully you can sort of get out of that and actually concentrate on the game. Like, there's so many different flashy colors, they serve no gameplay purpose, so you really have to filter them out. And the same thing with the rotation. Basically, you want to, the thing rotates around, you want to get inside the rotation so that you can actually kind of ignore it. Am I making sense? I might not be. And there we go, I beat it, so we're gonna suicide again. And that's the thing when you suicide. After the first time you beat Hexagonist, you get crushed by a crushing wall. I beat the game! Kind of. Credits. I only beat the easy mode, so it doesn't really count. Let's get back. So every time you beat a mode, you unlock the hyper version. So there's hyper hexagon, hyper hexagoner, and hyper hexagonist. And the difficulties are hardestest, and hardestest, which is funny. Let's go with hyper hexagon. So this is actually much easier than hexagonist. This was my first big hurdle at this game, I think, because the order I did things, I did hexagon and hexagoner, probably both on the day I started playing the game, and then this stumped me for 2 or 3 days after that. And I wasn't watching. So the thing about hexagon and hyper hexagon is that basically the basic hexagon shape you run around can transform into a pentagon or a square. Like right now it's a pentagon, which it changes the gameplay, well, the basic decision making you have to do quite a bit. So it's always interesting. Bam, 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 bam.
Excellent.
It's a square again. When it's a square, you've got tons of quick going around decisions to make, and like that. Pretty hard. Pretty hard. So I wonder if there's people saying anything in the chat and I'm just not reading it. Probably not, because of the randomness of the time of this video.
Line.
Okay, so yay! Probably going to be back pentagon now. Yep. When it looks like you're closed in, it means a new path is going to open. So right now it's hexagon again. Ooh, this. Oh, I was supposed to go on the right side. Oh well. I was supposed to go on the right side, and we haven't heard that part of the music yet, and not gonna hear it anymore. Back at the beginning. So pentagon.
Line.
And square. Going backwards, I guess. Go around. Open up somewhere. Pentagon again.
Triangle.
I turned on the wrong side, but I barely made it. So what's... That was an easy square section.
Excellent. Square.
Like, nothing's happening. This is the easiest version of hyper hexagon I've seen today. And back to pentagon. And... yes. And yes. Yep. Almost done. Ah, damn it. Wrong side. This happens often. What happens often is that you're supposed to go on the left and you go on the right. And it's really unforgiving when you're in pentagon mode.
Line.
Because you have to go 2 sides or 3 sides, and 3 would be impossible. Essentially, that's the reason. But now,
Triangle.
we're gonna make our way through the game. See, I had to do left and right here, otherwise I would have died. Ah! Woo! Yay! Reflexes. Yes, this game, even though it doesn't make you a superhuman, it does teach you reflexes, and that's, well, some kind of reflexes, some kind of reaction based on known patterns. And almost there. Almost there. Da, 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 ba, da. Whoop. Almost at 60. got that right this time.
Hexagon.
Yay! I'm not going to suicide this time because, okay, I died anyway. Yay, I beat this. Next is hexagonal. This one looks pretty funky in the colors. Like, there's white and another thing, basically. It looks like it's only white and blue or white and red.
Excellent.
Beat my record already. I'm so good. So, ooh, spiral, vortex. Oh, I didn't go fast enough for that thing. It's not exactly as in hexagonist since you don't go as fast. I did go too fast this time. Damn it. Nope, wrong side. Wrong side. This game is, since it's made by the guy who made VVVVV, there's no surprise that it should remind you of the Super Gravitron. That it's a series of, you know, basically patterns you have to dodge, and the patterns, while they are deterministic, they are in random order. And I actually prefer the Super Gravitron to this, mainly because I have the world record for the Super Gravitron, and I'm far from having the world record at that game. But yeah, Super Hexagon, overall, to get really high scores is too hard for me. And I've accepted this fact. It took me a while to accept that fact, because I've played this game a ton, I can tell you that. I've played Super Hexagon crazy amounts. Whoa, barely did it. And there's only one mode left, obviously the hardest of them all. It's hexagonist. Let's go! Back to the to the hexagonist music, and this thing just goes amazingly fast. And like the first time I saw this, I was like, once again I thought another impossible hurdle. But it took me enough time, but I beat it. I think it was a Friday afternoon. Pretty sure it was a Friday afternoon. Like I was at work and I wasn't really working, and whoops, did that wrong. And I played the game. Did that wrong also. There's this pattern where you have to go right, left, like this thing. You have to learn that, and you have to figure that one out. Otherwise, you will never be able to go through it. There's no other way to do this pattern. Yay! Beat my score. I'm at triangle. At the peak of my form, I would take me about 5 minutes to beat this mode, but it's still luck based, obviously. I'm doing pretty well right now, so I'm probably gonna die right at the end again. Right, left, right, left. Yep. I did it. I died right at the end. 57 seconds on the clock. Oh well. Left. Right, left. Right, left. Right, left. This mode also seems to last way longer than the other ones, because since it goes faster, there's more obstacles to go through. Yep. Right. I wonder if this actually works well with the video. I haven't thought about that. Damn it, wrong way. I can see someone in the comments talking about Super Gravitron. I do actually still have the world record. I have 6 minutes and 50 seconds. I just never posted it. My issue is that I don't film myself while playing, so I can't really prove that I hold those records. You know, screenshot isn't really gonna be very convincing now. But I still have done 6 minutes and 50 seconds at the Super Gravitron. I'm pretty sure no one has beaten that. Could be wrong, but last time I checked I had the world record. It feels good to know that you have the world record of something, even though just because not many people play that something. La la la. can do this, I can do this. Whoa, did I just beat my score?
Hexagon.
Yay, I beat the game. So this is the post game, where it's pretty much impossible. Basically, the post game is like Hyper Hexagonist, except it stops rotating and the patterns are slightly different and you die. That's it. I just beat Super Hexagon. It took me about 20 minutes. Let's check. 19 minutes. Kind of... No, go away. Kind of slightly... I could have done better. Obviously I could have done better. It could have taken me 6 minutes to beat the game, you know. And the Hexagon kind of regurgitates all kinds of patterns you've seen before. And the music isn't very nice sounding. It might be a backwards version of something we've heard. It might be. By the way, that post-game thing actually never ends, so not only is it incredibly hard, you can't beat it, so you can just, you know, have the highest score on that. But my main issue with this section is just that you can't get practice to it, because you have to beat Hyper Hexagonist to reach it. It's pretty much the reason why I gave up. But it takes 10 minutes just to start practicing with it. And it's just slightly annoying. And that's pretty much Super Hexagon. I think I'm gonna quit the stream as soon as this is ended, because it's kind of late in the evening and my neighbors might be hearing me. I'm not really sure. Just look at these regurgitated patterns. So if you haven't played this game before, I highly recommend it. You might not be able to get past anything, no, but just trying, I think, is probably good exercise for your brain. Probably. Now we have pentagon shapes, so that's hexagon mode, the first mode. And a square. It's kind of gross in a way. Don't know. Does it actually stop? Probably. Does it stop? Gotta watch as long as we need. Probably, actually, it's probably gonna end now. Nope. Still not now. Woo! Okay, that's probably the end. Tons of hexagons. Yay!
Wonderful.
Wonderful. I beat the game again. Thanks for watching this mini live stream. See you guys next time.